Hello. As you probably already know, I'm a big fan of cable cars. So I'm still here in Santo Domingo, in the Dominican Republic, and today I decided to go check out the local cable car. So you can see it from the outside already. So the city center is over there. And we are going to get onto the cable car here. I don't know where we can get to, but let's find this out. Okay. Let's go check out the tickets. I don't know how much they are. Okay. Okay. A ver. So I want to take like a round trip. Buenas tardes. Un boleto, por favor. Sí, sí, yo quiero hacer como una vuelta. Yo no sé, es la primera vez. Sí, sí, sí.
Dale uno de ida y vuelta.
¿Tres cuánto?
No.
Con uno, sin haber recorrido, con uno usted va y viene.
Sí. Uno, sí, sí. ¿Cuántos?
35
35,
pesos.
ok, a ver. Tengo 25, 35.
Explícale que si se salió para afuera, tiene que volver a comprar otro.
Ah, tengo que comprar otro cuando vuelvo. Ok. Ok. Buenas tardes, una pregunta. Si yo voy ahora con este boleto, ¿yo puedo volver también? ¿Yo puedo hacer como una vuelta también? Yo compré como de una vez.
Ese es de un solo viaje.
Un solo viaje, así que si yo ya salgo, ya no puedo entrar otra vez.
Tendría que comprar otro.
Ok, aunque
pero hay unos boletos que son por un día. Creo que cuestan 90 pesos.
Okay.
Te vuelve, va por el día
Ok,
entero.
ok, pero en teoría puedo comprar otro también, sí. Y sería 70 entonces para volver por acá. Okay, so you put this here, it costs 35 pesos, and the sir from the security was very friendly, and he actually explained to me that if you take a ride, you can go all the way to the last station with this ticket. And there are only 4 stations, and then there's connection to the subway, so maybe I'll also check out the subway as well. So yeah guys, let's go and check out the cable car here, because I think that's a new system that they have here for several years now, I think. That's what I've heard. But I don't know where I get on the cable car. ¿Dónde se sube? Por otro lado. Okay. Okay, so the entrance is actually on the other side. Yes. ¿Se puede subir ya? Ok, gracias. Alright. So let's check it out. Es para tenerlo balanceado, digamos, con una persona allá, una allá. Okay. So they control here so that people do not sit on the same bench, because the guy just tried to sit here and they told him no, go on the other side, because so that there's a balance on both sides. Let's check it out. I've been to several cable cars before. I mean, I've taken several cable cars. Maybe 4 of them, 5 of them, I don't remember anymore. So I can give a rating also for this cable car here, clearly. So it's a pretty short ride, but 4 stops, 4 stations. And now we're moving in the direction of the city center. Not exactly the city center, like the northern part of the city, I would say. looks like, and there are some images there, and yeah, I think that's a school. Yeah, that's a Polytechnic Institute right there. Instituto Politécnico El Ave Maria, I think, and they have here basketball field. Actually, the most popular sport here is baseball, which is interesting, but if you go to Caribbean, you will find that baseball is actually probably some of the most popular sport if it's Venezuela or if it's Caribbean, Colombia, like the Caribbean coast of Colombia. You will find a lot of presence of baseball there, and that's mostly due to the influence that the US brought there, because obviously many ships come into the Caribbean from the US, and the trade and the exchange, which affected quite a lot. I would imagine that in Cuba also, I've never been there and I don't know exactly, so correct me if I'm wrong, but I think in Cuba also you would see that a lot. And Cuba had a lot of American influence back in the days before the communists came to power there. Che Guevara and his friends, it was actually very pro-American, and also a lot of influence from the US was seen there. Like a pool and the people having fun there. Kids, many cars. I don't know what that is. There's some local people having fun there. Check it out. Kind of reminds me of the river Volga I was raised at. But maybe it was a bit more wide than that. Right guys, we're approaching the next station, and I wanna find out if I need to change for another wagon to move on further. Let's just see and maybe ask whoever is taking care of the wagons over there. But I think I have to. If I move on further, maybe I don't have to. I don't know, let's see. No, I don't think I have to. Actually, I can just stand here. Yeah, I can just stand here. There is no other route because there's a lady sitting there, but I see that there is no option to change here. You don't need to because it's exiting right there, so it's fine. So once again, guys, we are crossing the river. This is actually Ozuma, Rio Ozuma, River Ozuma. Here that is crossing Santo Domingo and also separating into several parts. That's why you have Santo Domingo del Este, Santo Domingo del Oeste, del Norte. Yeah, this is the famous Ozuma River, and the bridge right over there. You can see the bridge, which is the bridge of Francisco del Rosario Sanchez. Although you must understand that even though the Dominican Republic is not very developed and the economic situation here is not the best, still there are many people coming here for better life, like Haitians from Haiti. But imagine, Haiti is, as far as I know, the most dangerous country in the world because the government doesn't have any control over the country. It's controlled by the gangs, and that's why many Haitians come here, because it's on the same island of Hispaniola. They have to learn Spanish, obviously, because they don't speak Spanish. In Haiti, they speak Creole and speak French there as well, some of them. So yeah, and also the Venezuelans. Many people from Venezuela come here because of the political situation in their country, because of the dictatorship they have there. So they flee to this place here. Yeah, guys, but this is the last stop. So let's go out and check what this place here has to offer. It's also quite typical for Latin America. You have those bridges over the big streets, over the avenues, highways, what do you call them? Yeah, sometimes you have some drug addicts chilling here. Now you don't have anyone. It's not super clean, but yeah, that's just how it is. So I mean, I see many people crossing the streets just like that, but the bridge is actually here to make the crossing of the street somewhat safer. Let's put it this way. So let's go and check out the streets a bit. ¿Cómo se llama otra vez el plato? Okay. I don't know what it's called, but it's like rice with some meat and beans. 165 me dijo señora. Okay. Okay, let's try. So it's 165, I think, or something like that. I don't really understand so well the dialect here, the accent here. Yeah. But this is basically the... Okay, so this is some Russian salad. They call it Russian salad. Yeah. La ensalada rusa. Okay. So let's check it out. And I'll eat here. ¿Perdón? ¿Para mí? Sí, sí, yo voy a comer acá en la mesa. Sí. ¿Cómo? Perdón, no entendí otra vez. Yo no soy, no, yo soy ruso originalmente. Pero yo vivo en Alemania ahora hace muchos años. Es mi primera vez acá en República Dominicana. Viaje, estoy por como 3 semanas acá. Sí, entonces me quedo en Santo Domingo y bueno, estoy conociendo un poco. Sí. ¿Cómo? Sí, sí. Yo estuve en el teleférico ahora, es muy bonito. La vista y todo me gustó, yo disfruté. Sí. ¿Y usted es de acá? Ok, muy bien. ¿Y cómo se llama usted? FIFA. Ok. Ok. Yo estoy grabando también vídeos de viajes, ¿está bien para usted? Ok, con el vídeo, ok. Solo pregunto porque, por respetar.
¿Qué pregunta?
Sí.
Mira, acá.
Ok. Ay, en todo. Muchas gracias.
Okay.
Gracias. Let's put this here. Ok.
Aquí.
Ay, muchas gracias. La ensalada rusa. Para un ruso. Ok. Eso habichuela, ¿verdad?
Habichuela.
Habichuela. The beans.
Y locrio del cerdo.
Ah, es cerdo. Ok. This is pork. Sí.
Ahora.
Ok.
Ah, pues está visitando.
Sí.
Es bueno Santo Domingo.
Bueno, estoy conociendo poco a poco, ya he visto unas cosas, pero me falta mucho para conocer
Es
todavía.
verdad.
Sí.
Hay tiempo, tú no te vas ahora.
No, ahora no, yo tengo 2 semanas más. Acá.
Ok, ya.
Sí, sí.
Que lo aprovechen.
Muchas gracias, muy amable, señora, muchas gracias. Okay, so it was 175, yeah. So actually, pretty nice. So let's check it out and try the local food. Yeah. Let's try, but first I want to try the. Maybe I'll take this spoon. Yeah, this spoon looks a bit cleaner, to be honest. Let's try the spoon. Anyway, I will now try the Russian salad first because, as a Russian, I want to try the Russian salad first. Tastes like Christmas.
Ah, bueno.
Muy bueno. Yo, como ruso, digo que es muy bueno. La ensalada rusa. Es la niete de usted, ¿no? La niete. Con mucho gusto. Very nice. very kind people. So let's try the meat. This is pork meat. It's really tasty. for the whole experience, I need to try the beans as well. Okay, pretty good. Oh, I have a company here.
Amona. La niña está durmiendo aquí.
Always fiesta, always fiesta.
¿Eh? Ay, no ríen, no tengan.
Really nice. I give it 8.5 out of 10. Actually tastes really good and very decent food, definitely. I recommend.
Hay uva y negro.
Naranja está bien. ¿Cuánto cuesta?
25.
25, ok. Que es una bebida dominicana, ¿verdad? Pues yo quiero probar, porque yo he visto pero nunca he probado.
¿Es verdad?
Sí, tengo que probar.
Cola real.
Cola real, de naranja.
De naranja.
Es como Fanta, parecido.
Fanta,
Sí. Ok, gracias. Okay, let's try Fanta now. I just got upsell this fabulous drink here, Cola Real Naranja. So it's like Fanta basically. Let's try. All right, first trying Cola Real Naranja. It tastes exactly like Fanta, honestly. This good, decent food. So yeah, I recommend definitely. If you come here, eat here. Nice. Alright guys, what can I tell you? It was actually probably the best experience I've had so far here in the Dominican Republic. And yeah, it's mostly also about the attitude you have, right? So if you come to people with open heart, mostly people will react the same way. Most people, there are different kind of people, but mostly that's how it is. Yeah. Anyway, I'm now very energized and I will just walk around here and check out what this area has to offer. I don't know what they do here. Maybe they, I think some days they, reasons for the economy, I think they sell some fruits or something here. I can imagine that. Yeah, but judging by the way it looks like here. But I'm not so sure. Actually, yeah, on the other side you see there are people selling fruits and stuff, I think. Yeah, also here you see some onions or tomatoes. Have the local buses, but they do look like they come from the Second World War. Yeah. Some 18+ content right now, guys. So you can tell that the maniquis here, they look, I don't know if YouTube will ban my video, but yeah, maniquis look a bit different. So they have a different kind of shape there, adjusted for the local beauty standards, so to say. But it's not just here, it's pretty much everywhere you go to in Latin America, most countries, you will see that. People like big forms here. Not something we see a lot in Europe, right? We have different beauty standards, also depending on the country. Yeah, so I think this is the market basically. I don't know why there is nobody here. Maybe it opens later on, or it's already closed at this time, because it's 4 p.m. right now. Anyway, it looks like a very residential area, so there are no tourists here, there are no foreigners here. Actually, people are just the people living here, basically, in this place. I don't even know if it's a safe place or not, but I don't care at this point. As you see, I just got off at the random stop and just decided to explore.
Y le pongo así un trío con mi chori lesbiana. Demasiado flow, me toca con mi llama. Si tú no pasas la broma.
Then you have the pica pollo. Pica pollo is basically the fast food, the fried chicken. They call it pica pollo here in the Dominican Republic. Alright guys, so I made it into the small streets of this barrio here because I want to show you the subway, and this is actually the way to the subway according to the Google. So I guess if I just keep on walking I'll get there, but you can definitely see that there is a lot of life here on the streets. A lot of dogs also. Because it's Sunday, most people are free. And they just chill and drink beer mostly, play domino and other type of games. How people chill here. So they have those colmados. Colmados are the places where they can drink, play games, and just enjoy their time basically. This is colmado. But I've heard there is colmado and there's colmadon. Colmadon is something where you can also dance, I think. Interesting. So it's like a shop, but it's also kind of a bar because people really like bars here. People like dancing and, well, yeah, most people like drinking here as well. It's kind of a lifestyle here in the Caribbean, especially here in the Dominican Republic. It's getting super hot actually. Well, from walking all that distance, it's getting hot. People getting ready for the party. You saw the microphone because they really like to sing here. Kind of reminds me of Vietnam. Interesting, two completely different cultures. Countries located very far away from each other. I mean, you can barely find a country that is more further located than Vietnam, but people like the same thing. All right, we are on the way there. Actually, it feels quite okay here. It's dirty, yes, but it feels peaceful. I can tell you that. It feels friendly. Of course, if you walk here at 10, 11 p.m. and at midnight, you can get into trouble, but mostly during the day, there is no problem, mostly. People ride in the cars like that. Está bien. Que yo no conozco, yo nunca he tomado café acá en la República Dominicana, es mi primera vez que voy a tomarlo. Bueno, 25, a ver. Tengo acá. So let's try the original coffee. ¿Usted lo hace con panela? ¿Es panela o...?
Con el mismo café,
¿Cómo?
un café molido.
Ah, café molido. ¿Pero eso es azúcar normal o es algo...?
No, normal.
¿No? Ok. Interesante. Yo pensé que es como panela o algo porque tiene como color más así, digamos.
Es azúcar
marrón.
crema, azúcar crema.
Azúcar crema, ok, yo no conozco. Aquí tengo 100, no tengo 25.
Sí, está bien, ¿no?
Ujú. A ver cómo se toma el café acá. So that's a cream sugar, basically. Buenas tardes. Very nice, very nice.
Está caliente.
Sí, o sea, en la calle, o sea, llevo el café.
No, sí, ¿cuánto ahí?
Los dos son calientes. El clima es caliente y también el café.
Ya lo sabes.
Pero es rico, es la primera vez que tomo café dominicano. Así que quería probar. Pero no conozco, es azúcar crema, ¿no?
Sí,
Se llama.
crema.
Yo no conozco, no sabía que existe. Yo conozco panela, conozco azúcar blanco, pero crema es algo dominicano, me imagino.
Sí,
Ah, qué chévere. ¿Y usted siempre toma café acá?
Sí.
Muy bien. Y se toma así siempre con azúcar, o sea, café dulce es como se toma acá en la República Dominicana. Okay.
Hay alguna gente que lo come, que se lo toma dulce y hay algunos que lo
Está
gustan
sin-
amargo.
está sin azúcar.
Ah, ok.
¿Le falta azúcar aquí?
Pero con leche, por ejemplo, no es tan común, ¿no? Sí.
Le
Ah,
echan
bien.
también, hay gente ahí cremola. Cremola.
Cremola, sí.
Sí.
Sí. ¿Y con rum? ¿Con rum también? ¿O no?
Con ron.
No se
No,
toma,
con
no.
ron no.
Eso no se mezcla. Ok.
De aquí un ratico, a las 5:30.
Ok. Es rico, gracias.
Ok, igual.
Feliz tarde. Okay, so let's go, guys, and enjoy the coffee on the streets of Santo Domingo. But yeah, people are like quite serious here sometimes, but they do not mean it in a bad way, I think. Yeah, they're just like very straightforward. Yeah. So let's go and see more of Santo Domingo. Oh, the cats here. Anyway, I need to put this away because I cannot. Alright guys, I think we made it to the subway station. At least that's what it looks like to me. That's how I imagined it. Or maybe I didn't imagine it that fancy. But yeah, there is an entrance on the other side. Let's go check it out and see how we can get the ticket to go inside of the metro. Hola! Let's see, metro. Where's the entrance? Okay, here's the entrance. Let's go inside. Okay. Buenas tardes. ¿Ah? ¿Cómo? ¿No? No se puede grabar acá. ¿Por qué?
Sin autorización, ¿no?
Ah.
Tiene que pedir permiso.
Okay, so they said I cannot film inside without authorization. So I said then I not go inside at all, because what's the point of going inside if they not let me film, right? That's just how it is. Shitty situation, but I just wonder why you cannot film inside of the subway. Like, what the fuck? Stupid, but I'm a guest here, I guess, so I just have to live with the rules that they have here, right? Very intense here. Alright guys, I made it back home, so let me know what you think about Santo Domingo and this place, with places we've been to today, about the Teleférico and the other stuff. Yeah. And actually I was told by the taxi driver now that where I was walking, where he picked me up, the bike driver, that's some of the most dangerous places in Santo Domingo. I didn't even know that. He told me you should not walk around with the camera there or with the phone. But I guess I did. Anyway guys, take care and I'll see you in the next video.